Good morning, Cooper, Friedman, City Electric. Eddie Miro here, your Phillips Lighting rep. Joining me today directly from Phillips Lighting is Matt Kenny and Jim Crowder. So say hello, guys.
How's it going? Morning, guys.
All right, today's agenda, we're going to talk about some new Phillips products that are in stock at the CDC, and then the second half of the presentation will be about a new, exciting lighting control system called Interact Pro that Jim's going to cover. So for first half, I'm going to do along with Matt, and then we'll turn it over to Jim. So without further ado, let's begin. The products that we put into stock, we're pretty much calling our Light to Go product. It's our stock and flow offering. All right, many of these products are now in stock at the CDC, and we're going to cover them right now. So we're going to start off with our 3-inch downlight and our 3-inch gimbal. And as you see here, all right, these are, again, in stock at the CDC. Obviously, we're going to need your support to pull them up to the branches, and we'll be there to support you as far as merchandising, counter days, however you want to kick this off. So some highlights on the 3-inch downlight and the 3-inch gimbal. Detachable junction box. They can be daisy-chained. Spring clips make installing quick and easy. Obviously, you guys are pretty familiar with these types of designs with the springs. Okay. You have the separate driver housing. White finishes matches the flat downlight. They are dimming down to 10% with either a C.L dimmer or a reverse phase dimmer from Lutron, of course. Energy Star, and a 5-year warranty. Again, in stock now at the CDC on the 3-inch downlight and the 3-inch gimbal. Anything you want to add?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. So just some product specs. The 3-inch, 550 lumens, 8 watts, CRI 90, and the color temperature is 3000. These we do offer in 2700, but we don't stock them here at the CDC, but they are available to ship directly from Phillips in 48 hours. But what you have in stock is a 3000K. Okay.
Wet location?
And rated at wet location.
IC rated.
Awesome. Okay, there's a photo of the housings. All right, so you have both the downlight and the 3-inch gimbal housing. And they are daisy chainable, as we mentioned. Thank you, Matt.
You got it.
And why, right? These offer contractors a very easy way of accessing ceilings, low mounting heights. They're ideal for that application, right? It really makes the cans non-existent in today's world, right? With all of these thin profile flat disc, as we call them. Wafers, flat disc.
Colin Casey has a question. Is that compatible?
Yes, it is. Oh, did we freeze it?
There we go.
Okay, we're going to get that now into the flat downlights. So what we brought into stock, and what is again in stock at the CDC, are 4- and 6-inch round and 4- and 6-inch square. So here we happen to have a 4-inch square, and Matt's going to hold up the 4-inch. Yep, 6-inch round, I should say.
4-inch round.
Okay. So again, kind of like the 3-inch, right? They are daisy chainable. They are wet location rated. Again, reverse phase dimming and C.Ls are approved. Okay, again, thin profile. What we have in stock are the 3000Ks. We are coming out with a 4000K very shortly. Again, the contractor's choice downlight solution without the frame and the reflector. Very easy to retrofit in a shallow space.
These also do come with the new construction frame. You can order separately for, you know.
Yep, I think you'll see that in the next slide here. We have the frame plates in stock on both the 3-inch and the 4-inch. So they're also in stock at the CDC in Monroe. Okay, Retrofit Downlight, right? These come in many flavors. We are now in the low-cost game. Again, in stock, we have a 4-inch and then a combo 6-inch that will fit in anybody's can. The 5.6, it is 1,400 lumens. You're getting a lot of bang for a very low-end price. Okay. So there are the specs, right? The 4-inch is 900 lumens, and as I mentioned, the 5.6 is 1,400 lumens, CRI of 90, color temperature 3000 K. Again, C.L dimming or reverse phase. How it stacks up to the Core Pro. Some of the Lavalier houses stock the Core Pro.
I have another question.
Sure.
LED retrofits, are they available in 5,000 K?
They are not yet available in 5,000 K, sorry. Okay, so here's the lineup, right? The difference, guys, really is in the pricing. The Core Pro is a much better unit, but from a price perspective, if it's about price, we now have the retrofits in stock. Okay, strips, wraps, and industrials. We just recently added to the strips 2 and 3 footers. So right now, as far as strips are concerned, you stock 2, 3, 4, and 8 footers. And on the industrials and the wraparounds, you stock both the 4 and the 8 footers in 3,500 and 4,000 K. These are all in stock at the CDC now. Okay? Center baskets. We offer a full line of center baskets. So we have them in 2x2s, 2x4s. Big thing today are flat panels. We don't yet have those in stock at the CDC, but hopefully shortly we can. But just know they're available and give us an opportunity on jobs. All of them come with 0 to 10 volt drivers, and obviously we have control solutions there for you also. I'm going to let Matt talk about the high bay offering. While you don't have ours in stock, we just wanted you to be aware that we have a really nice offering of high bays at very competitive prices, and these are all stocked items, so they're ready to ship in 48 hours. Matt?
Yeah, so essentially, like Ed said, these just launched in July, and we wanted to make you aware because you may be aware of the FBX high bay, which is down below. We now have the PFCX and the PHCX sealed high bay. Very basic high bays, a lot of light. You get 15,000, 22,000 lumens in each of them, 4,000 Kelvin, 80 CRI. You are damp location listed on the PFCX, and you have IP65 rated on the PHCX, so any heavy industrial spaces would be perfect for it. Again, this is just a cut sheet for the PFCX. Like I said, 4,000 Kelvin, 80 CRI, the only options that you guys get on this for now. 15,000 lumens and 22,000 lumens, corrosion-resistant gloss white finish, damp location listed, and these are ready to ship from our warehouse in 48 hours. And then this is the PHCX, IP65 rated, corrosion resistant finish, die cast frame. This is a heavy duty high bay. Again, 4,000 Kelvin, 15,000, 22,000 lumens, and ready to ship from Norwich, Connecticut, so a 2-day ship time.
Give us an opportunity, guys.
Yep. This is just a overview of the Light2Go high bays we have. So now instead of 1, we have 3 available to you guys. And any opportunities you have, please consider us, and we will get you the product in a timely manner.
Okay, one last thing. It's probably going to be a little bit hard to see, but I've been visiting some branches and basically handing this out. This is exactly your inventory of what is in stock as far as the strips, wraps, industrials, and the flat disc. It also gives you your ID numbers. This is available if you want it electronically. I can email it to anyone who wants it, and I will, of course, drop it off as I make my visits, along with the full line of spec sheets on all the products that are now in stock at the CDC. So,
We have a couple questions.
Couple of questions.
You might want to repeat me.
Yep.
They can't hear.
Oh, I see.
I don't think they heard about we want to know the LED retrofits, 500 and 27.
Okay, so there is a question on the LED retrofits. Are they available in 2700K and 5000K? The answer is no. Right now, it's only 3000K right now.
What is the rated life on the high bay?
Well, it's 50,000 hours.
Yeah, so the rated life, the question was, what is the rated life on the high bays? It's rated 50,000 hours.
That's it.
Okay? All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Jim, and he's going to talk about this new exciting product called Interact Pro. It's wireless controls for commercial spaces.
Thank you. So to run through quick what we're going to be doing, is first we're going to kind of position where Interact Pro fits in terms of a wireless lighting control solution. We'll go over the architecture, the capabilities, how the install and setup goes, and then we'll just kind of do a quick recap from there. So the current problem with lighting control systems, and I live this on a daily basis, is number one, the cost. Not only the cost of the material to control the devices, but also the labor costs of speccing this stuff out to all the way down to the install costs from the EC and the complexity on the end user side. So we tried to make that easier. We wanted to make this easy from the design build side to the ordering side, easy on the ECs, and then easy for the end user to maintain later on in life. So from the distributor or whoever's doing the design build portion, easy to do lighting control, get energy savings, hit code compliance, and it's very easy to get in and out the door in order. From the EC, it doesn't get any easier than this. Every single fixture just gets a constant hot. The controls are on board in the fixture and can turn themselves on and off and dim. And then you have a gateway device, which you feed power and the internet, and then that's it. That's the entire wiring of the system. Then from the end user side, very easy to maintain. We have not only energy consumption reports, but also we'll have the ability to do maintenance tags and be able to see what those devices are by a QR code on every one of our fixtures. And we'll also be able to provide remote monitoring, management, showing energy consumption, and this is your ability to hit those high utility rebates as well. So let's understand what this stuff is. This is the system architecture. It runs off what's called Zigbee 3.0. It's a wireless protocol where everything forms what we call a mesh network. So essentially every single light is its own repeater in the system. So the closer the lights are, the better the system signal is going to be. You have to be within 50 feet from the gateway to any one of the fixtures, and then just 30 feet in between any of those fixtures from there. The gateway gets fed internet signal through Ethernet or a Wi-Fi hotspot, however you want to do it, going up to the cloud. Then from there, the EC will run the app to do the install and do the programming. Very easy, quick, simple programming. And then they'll turn it over to the end user, who will be able to maintain it, and then they can provide individual control to the users in this space as well. And then they'll have a dashboard as well, which they can access to change schedules, see their energy consumption reports, do installation reports, anything of that kind of nature. So the first thing is the Interact Pro Gateway. The thing to know about Interact Pro is this is 200 light points max. Now, when I say light points, I'm not talking about just fixtures. We have actual lamps that can be Interact Pro compatible. So if you're really trying to retrofit down to the lamp level, we can even do that as well. Now, probably not the best option because you're going to be chewing up a lot of light points, by using, say, 4 lamps in one fixture, but it is an option for us to use. We'll also go over our sensors, our switches, the app, the portal, the dashboard, what have you. So this is kind of how it looks like. Up to 200 light points. What that means is we're looking for small to medium-sized businesses. And what we mean by that is, a tenant fit-out in an office building in Manhattan, something like that, a small dental clinic, things of that nature. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't go over that. You just need another gateway at that point, and you'll just have 2 separate dashboards. So, like a building manager, if they want to have every single floor as a tenant fit-out, they can do a separate one on every single floor, and then each occupant will have their own system, which they can maintain and get energy reports out of. So here's the catalog that we have that is available right now. With the Flux panel, Flux Grid, Evo Grid. The Evo kits for retrofit will have the float plane, calculate and light profile fixtures, and the smart T-LEDs as well. So some of the other devices, this is where we're talking about where we really get truly, truly wireless. We have 2 switches that we're coming out with, a 4-button scene selector and a 2-button on-off raise lower switch as well. Those are kinetic powered, so they do not require a battery. Just the power of you pressing that button is enough to send the signal. So there's no battery involved in those. We're going to have 2 occupancy sensors as well. One that will do just occupancy detection, and one that will do daylight harvesting, photocell, plus occupancy as well. Those do have a battery. And it's set to last. It's a AAA battery, so it's very easy to replace. It's set to last for up to 10 years.
I have a question. Yep. We might want to repeat me. Is the gateway encrypted for blocking hackers?
Yes. We have a 5-pin rotating key on the Zigbee packets in the gateway. So unless they can get that and the key rotates every 15 minutes. So if they don't have that first 5-pin key, which is constantly rotating, they cannot access anything past that. There we go. So the app is where the programming happens. So when the EC gets on site, all they're doing is they have everything powered up. What they'll do is they'll start their project, they'll register it, and then the camera is going to come on, and there's going to be a QR code on the gateway. All they do is they scan that QR code, and they that project now knows exactly where it is, what it's doing, and gets all those details. They then discover all the lights, and then they will run through the programming that way. This is available on iOS and Android, and it is free, this app. So then we'll also have a dashboard as well for the portal, which you can access on any medium. It is a website, so you can go on a laptop, a cell phone, a tablet, like pictured. This will allow you to manage your accesses. So if you want to give individual fixture control to certain people in the space, if you want to control the lights remotely, this is a cloud-based system. So what that means is if the maintenance guy, who is the only one who knows how to actually set up the schedules in this system, is on vacation in the Bahamas, it doesn't matter that he's in the Bahamas. They can send him an email saying, hey, we just need the lights on an extra 2 hours tonight. He doesn't have to get VPN access or anything like that. He can just log in right on his portal and then extend that right from the beach in the Bahamas. You can set your schedules from the dashboard. You can monitor system health and monitor the energy consumption. That's the thing. This is all Signify Phillips fixtures, so they know exactly what they are, exactly what they're consuming. So this is an incredibly accurate way to do energy reports. So the light control, we can do scene setting, dimming, we can set high-end trim. Great thing about high-end trim is most of the people who are occupying the space can't tell the difference between 65% and 80%. If you want to put it down that extra 15%, that's extra energy savings that the end user is never going to be able to tell that you're getting. Manual controls at the wall switches, at the app, the dashboard, and we'll have the automatic controls with occupancy, daylight harvesting, scheduling as well. We can do, in terms of code compliance, we can hit automatic shutoff, local control, bi-level control, occupancy, daylight harvesting. We will have plug load control, and we will have demand response as well. This is set to hit IECC, ASHRAE, and Title 24. Monitoring and management. So we will have user access where you'll be able to see current setup, current settings, any energy consumption that you want, the system health, the system updates. The updates can be pushed over air, and you can schedule the updates to happen whenever you want. So if you want those happening after hours, you can have that happen as well. There is a service tag. If you see that little QR code on the slideshow here, there's a service tag on every single one of our fixtures and smart TLEDs. What that is the maintenance guy. You'll never have that issue where 4 years down the road, the one guy who knew what he was doing on the lighting control system left the company, and now no one has any idea what they're doing. All they have to do is download the new app. One of these lights goes down somehow. All the maintenance guy has to do is open up his app, pop the tile, scan that QR code. It's going to give him the entire model number of not only the fixture, but the driver as well. It's also going to know where this project is. So guess what? Ed's information is going to be on that if that goes down. And you'll be directed right to Thea and shown at that point. And it's also going to give you component life, estimated life remaining as well, all those kind of things. Say they were having problems with something? Thought I just saw something pop up there.
On existing fixtures, there needs to be a component added to each fixture for the Interact Pro, correct?
So if they're trying to do retrofit?
They can't hear me.
Okay, yeah. So on existing fixtures, there needs to be a component added at each fixture for Interact Pro. So you would do the full retrofit, so like an Evo kit would have to go in there, which will come with the onboard control of Interact Pro at that point. We are not selling this at the component level. This is going to be at the fixture, smart TLED, or Evo kit level. And so here's how the setup really happens: is you open up the app, you add the gateway through the QR code, then they're just going to discover the light points. That's the most amount of work really that the EC has to do, is know how many light points he has on that job. As soon as it hits that number, he hits stop, and then what you do is you create what we call groups. Now, a group in our system is a room at that point. So if you want individual zones controlled, you can create zones within each group at that point. We assign the lights to the groups, and then we define the behaviors and schedules from there. Very easy to do. Then you just discover the light switches and aux sensors. You hit a single button on the aux sensor, or you hold the button down on the switch. They will come up, and then you assign them to whatever room they're going to be in. Then you can define your behaviors through scenes, schedules, however it is you want to do at that point. Just some extra guidelines on how the terminology kind of works for you guys to look over. A group is usually a room. A zone is a group of lights that will be controlled together, and then just having the site drawing there to know how many light points you're going to have. Very easy to do. And so, like we were saying, this is supposed to be easy from start to finish. From the ordering process, you're just ordering the same fixtures you normally would. That'll be available in Interact Pro, just with I believe it's going to be an IAR at the end of the model number. That means Interact Ready. That means it's going to have the Interact Pro component on board. And then you just buy a gateway with it as well. And then however many aux sensors or wall switches you want involved in it. And that's it. That's the entire project. Contractor will be able to, this is going to be one of the easiest installs we'll ever do for a lighting control system. Constant hot to the fixtures, install the gateway, program, right out the door. Owner will easily get code compliance, energy savings. They'll have better system reliability from all of our maintenance tags and those kind of things, and obviously lower their cost of energy consumption, all those things. And then we can do it down to the individual end user as well. So if Bob in accounting keeps constantly complaining about that his lights are too high, we can set him up with access to just those 2 lights right above his desk, so he can turn them down and stop complaining. We give granular access down to that level as well. And so, like we were saying, very easy way to bring IoT to the small to medium-sized businesses.
So, Jim, I have a question. Schools? Classrooms?
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
We do have another system called Interact Office, which is the step up from that, where we kind of start putting all the gateways together under one dashboard.
Got it.
But, yeah, I mean, if you want to do individual wings of a school under, each gateway, you can absolutely do that as well.
One more question up there. Yep. Can you read that?
Is commissioning an additional cost for these units, or is there a support line dedicated for any technical questions for install/maintenance? Yes.
So this is supposed to be installed at the EC level and commissioned at the EC level, but we can provide days of commissioning if they want that as well.
Great.
And yes, we will have a full technical support team that is dedicated just to any technical questions that have to go with this system. That will be based out of New Jersey.
Complete lighting system, fixtures, and
So is this a complete lighting system, fixture, and controls? Yes, it is. It may be a little different from how you normally think about controls because all of the controls are on board on the fixture at that point. There's really no extra wiring of power packs, any Cat5 wiring, any 0 to 10 volt wiring. It's all on board, and they communicate wireless with each other. So very easy way.
And then the discs. Retrofit 4 and 6 inch.
Currently, the discs Retrofit 4-inch and 6-inch are not compatible with Interact. Correct. Currently, they are not. That is on the roadmap for, I believe, mid next year for us to make those Interact ready. This system did roll out last Friday, so this is a brand new system that you guys are seeing.
Really, the first to see.
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for your time. Any additional questions? We're going to stick around for a bit. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Matt.
Colin wants to know if you can smile.
How's the shine on my head?
That looks like it.
Love you too, buddy.
That looks like it.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
That's great. Good job, guys.
Thank you.